Welcome back to the Unspoken Chair. Today, we're talking about a feeling that quietly weighs on almost all of us. The one that shows up when we check the news or check our bank account. We live in a world of supercomputers and smart homes, and yet the moment the power or the internet goes out for a couple of hours, we're completely helpless. Every other voice out there tells us to choose yourself, walk away from your problems, but almost no one mentions what it actually costs to face life alone. Why has something as ordinary as owning a home started to feel like a luxury? Why does the world around us suddenly feel this fragile? Let's talk about the thing everyone's quietly thinking, but afraid to admit out loud. Take a breath. Get comfortable. You're home, and you're safe here. Let's start with something simple. Have you ever noticed how dependent we've become on things we can't even touch? The power goes out, or a single cable fails, and suddenly delivery, services, work, and maps all stop functioning. A stock market on the other side of the planet dips, and suddenly milk or gas at your local store gets more expensive. Do you ever get the feeling that ordinary life is held together with duct tape, and that we're not actually in control of much of anything? That's an incredibly precise observation. Sociologists call this infrastructure hyperdependency. We've built an extraordinarily convenient, but also extraordinarily fragile, world. Earlier generations had simpler, more tangible skills, and something solid to lean on, land, or community. Today, we depend entirely on global systems we can't see or touch. That creates a quiet, background fear in millions of people, the sense of being a passenger in a car, where the steering wheel is somewhere else entirely. Let's be honest for a second, when you think about buying your own apartment or house, on an average income, what do you actually feel? It used to seem simple: work honestly, save steadily, and by 30 or 35, you'd have a place of your own. Today, buying property practically requires either financial genius or decades of debt. Have you ever caught yourself thinking that the rules of the economic game changed, somewhere along the way, and not in our favor? And that's not just a feeling, it's backed by real global data. Over recent years, property prices worldwide have outpaced real wage growth by a significant margin. This generation is facing a reality where the basics, a home of your own, a sense of security about tomorrow, have started to feel like luxury goods. The most dangerous part is when people start blaming themselves for it, thinking, "I'm just not trying hard enough," when in reality, the entire system shifted underneath them. Right now, on social media, and from nearly every popular psychologist, we hear the same message: if it's hard, leave. Don't tolerate it. Choose yourself. At the first sign of difficulty, the advice is almost always to walk away from a relationship, a marriage, a connection. On one hand, that's about self-respect. But on the other, do you think we've swung too far, discarding relationships at the first real challenge instead of working to repair them? And in doing that, ending up completely alone, in a world that's already hard enough? That's a genuinely delicate line. Leaving a toxic relationship matters, and it's important. But modern hyper-individualism sells people an illusion that somewhere out there is a perfect person with whom nothing will ever be difficult. In chasing that, we end up trading deep connection for quick comfort. But here's the paradox: facing the economic and emotional weight of this world alone is far harder than facing it together. Cutting the thread is easy. Holding on to a connection and helping it grow is where real maturity actually lives. Here's the dissonance: the economy is turbulent, housing is expensive, the world feels unstable. And then you open social media, and everyone's traveling, buying cars, launching businesses, living their best life. Have you ever felt that gap, where the real world around you gets harder, while the picture online demands that you look successful 24/7? This is called demonstrative consumption during crisis. In unstable times, social media turns into a marketplace of vanity, where everyone's trying to prove they still have it all together. We end up comparing our real, behind-the-scenes struggles to everyone else's polished storefront. That comparison quietly fuels burnout and shame. It's worth reminding yourself, what you see on a screen is an edited facade. Right now, almost everyone is weathering some version of the same storm. One last question, and it's about finding your footing. If we can't stop inflation, fix global markets, or guarantee the power stays on tomorrow, what do we actually have to hold on to? How do we stay sane in the face of this unpredictability, and find our own small islands of safety in everyday life? When the big picture collapses, coming back to the small things is what saves us. We don't control the global market, but we do control who we sit down to dinner with tonight, how we care for our bodies, whether we hug someone we love, and whether we do our work with honesty. Real stability, in this century, isn't a pile of money in the bank, though that certainly helps. It's the ability to build strong human connections, take care of your own mind, and find joy in the simple, basic things no one can take from you. The world really has become fragile, complicated, and fast. But that doesn't mean we're destined to lose this race. Maybe the secret isn't trying to control everything, maybe it's learning to be closer to each other again, lowering the pressure we put on ourselves, and valuing the simple, real things we already have, right now. Before you go, I'd love to know, what's your biggest takeaway from today's episode? Leave it in the comments below. Someone reading it might need to know they're not the only one feeling this. Remember, this is a safe space, and you are always at home here. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care of yourself and the people close to you. See you in the next episode of the Unspoken Chair. Don't forget to subscribe.